All right, we back. I'm just gonna get straight to it, man. I wanted to watch this press briefing from the White House press secretary Karoline Leavitt to see what she got going on with that. See what she talking about. I started it towards the end of another video earlier, but I didn't want to, have that long of a video at that time. OH, you feel me? The game on. We up 42 zip. It is what it is. No, 42-3, my bad. Number one team in the nation. So, you know what I'm saying? We on right now. We spanking Minnesota. Belt ass. Belt ass. We spanking them right now, 42-3. Yeah, let's get to it though.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are now in day 3 of the Democrat-led government shutdown. The Democrats continue to recklessly hold the American people hostage over their demands to give illegal aliens free health care. Republicans are fully unified behind passing nonpartisan clean funding bill, the exact same bill that Democrats approved back in March to reopen the federal government. But those same Senate Democrats are now voting against this clean funding bill and keeping the people's government closed. I understand Democrats will have an opportunity very shortly here to change course, and we hope that they will. There are significant personal impacts on millions of Americans as a result of this current government shutdown. The 1.3 million men and women of America's Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, and Space Force who serve honorably and put their lives on the line to defend us all are not being paid. Military families are already seeking out food assistance because of financial anxiety caused by...
See, now this, me being a military veteran, this is the first thing that I think about when I hear about government shutdown, because I went through this as well. With me being a military veteran, I served in the United States Navy just under 6 years, 5 years and 9 months to be exact. But yeah, I went through this. I went through a period where I wasn't getting paid, and I had just started out. I want to say I was on deployment. Yeah, I think I was on deployment during that time too. Wasn't really making that much money yet. I was just starting out. I couldn't have been nothing but an E3 or E4 maybe. But those are the people I think about immediately when I hear about a government shutdown, because they are the last people that deserve to be going through any of that, not being paid, and like she said, trying to figure out a plan for food assistance and all of that. Like, you're in the military, like you're in the United States Armed Forces. Like, that should never be an issue. That should never be a problem. I don't get why that happens. I don't understand it, man. But y'all can have y'all government shutdown, but our men and women of the military should never be, not getting paid at no point, bro. Like, that 2 paychecks a month should be coming through, period. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like we sacrifice too much in the military. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you go on deployment, you leaving your family behind. It's a lot, man.
This Democrat shutdown. According to new reporting from the Military Times, staff members at the Armed Services YMCA food pantry distribution location near Fort Hood in Texas found a line of military families stretched around the side of the building yesterday at 5 in the morning.
That's crazy.
According to the staff who work there, that is, quote, not happened ever. They've already had a 34% increase this week over past weeks. President Trump and Republicans fundamentally believe we have a sacred responsibility to protect and provide for our military families with the resources they need to thrive. If Democrats believe in this very simple premise too, they should end this shutdown immediately. Unfortunately, the severe impacts of the Democrat shutdown extend
but like it's the thing about this is, it's like this is being used to make the other side look bad, when in all actuality, both of you guys need to come together to make sure they're being paid no matter what. You can have a government shutdown, but the men and women of the United States Armed Forces should be getting paid, period. They're like, shut the rest of it down. Like, I don't know what I'm saying? Like, don't shut down their income and now they have to go figure out what they're doing as far as food. They're out at 5 a.m. at a YMCA for food, bro. Like, really? Come on, bro. Like, that's sad. I don't, and that part I'm putting on both parties, bro. Left and right. That is y'all fault, period. There is no, oh, it's the Democrats' fault. That, nah. Like, nah, bro. Like,
On our troops. Nearly 7 million mothers, infants, and low-income families who rely on government-run food assistance will be in jeopardy if the WIC program runs out of money in the weeks ahead. The more than 13,000 air traffic controllers who ensure that Americans fly safely in
air traffic controllers, baby. Shout out to y'all. We the elite, man. Elite ACs. That was my job in the Navy. You know, shout out all the ACs, man. Feel me? I'm happy.
Airports across the country are currently working without pay. The National Flood Insurance Program is in danger of lapsing, which could leave families.
That's crazy. I did that. I worked without pay. I did it before, man. And I was on deployment too. Like, that's crazy. You mean to tell me I'm on deployment right now and you guys aren't paying me because y'all can't work y'all issues out? Come on, bro. We got to start doing better than this, man. It's a lot. And you know what? I'm going to get into that too. As far as what I think about military veterans and how they should be compensated, you know, while they're serving and after, you know, they retire or become a veteran. You know, I just feel like a lot more can be done for our military veterans, bro.
Without necessary help if a disaster strikes, and we are in the middle of hurricane season. Critical services offered.
And from what I understand, I don't know about in the military, but I know, you know, like out in the civilian world, we are short-staffed when it comes to air traffic controllers. So I don't know how the military is, but air traffic control is a stressful job, bro. Like, one thing, you don't need that extra thing to be worried about as an air traffic control specialist in the United States Navy or whatever branch you in. You don't need to be worried about, I'm not getting paid. That should never be a thing. You know, if you have a family, you got to worry about how they're going to eat while on top of you having to worry about all these lives in the sky around you in these aircraft. It's that's just a lot. That should never be something that anybody serving in our military should have to worry about.
At Social Security field offices are reduced for senior citizens and disabled Americans. Helpful transition assistance programs are not being provided for veterans who fought to defend our country and are now trying to re-enter civilian life. The economic consequences of this shutdown are piling up every day. Policymakers, markets, and even the Federal Reserve are flying blind at a key juncture because BLS and BEA data are on hold until the government reopens. Democrats shutting down the federal government to give health care to illegal aliens could lead to lower growth and higher unemployment rates for Americans. According to a new memo from the Council of Economic Advisors, the U.S. economy could lose $15 billion of growth domestic product each week, every single week. The Democrat shutdown extends, with a month-long shutdown leading to an additional 43,000 unemployed people.
Yeah, just want to pause that real quick. The Buckeyes won, belt the ass, like I said. I wonder what the final score was. They're not showing it. Let me get back to this.
Small businesses are likely to encounter delays in receiving federal loans. Mortgage applications will likely shrink. And just this morning, Business Roundtable, an association of more than 200 CEOs of Americans' leading companies representing every sector of the U.S. economy, put out a statement urging Congress to pass the clean CR that will once again come before them in the Senate floor in just a few moments. Quote, a fully functioning government is essential for American businesses, workers, and consumers, while policymakers continue working on a full...
That's exactly right. You know, these government shutdowns, it affects more than just government workers. You know what I'm saying? Like people who have contracts with the civilian people who work on government contracts, the men and women of the military, all types of small businesses that get loans and stuff like that from the government. Like it slows down a lot. It puts a lot of people in a bad position. Even college students sometimes get affected by it because they won't send out, you know, financial aid for the college students. Luckily for me right now, I'm not being affected by that. I think my financial aid for my last 2 semesters is good. I got 2 semesters left. I'm so happy. I'm about to be done. Bachelor's degree on the way, baby. But yeah, it puts a hurting on a lot of people, this government shutdown stuff.
Year funding package and other pressing issues. Again, that is a quote from the Business Roundtable. What's clear is that the Democrats' actions account to an intentional sabotage of our country and our people by shutting down our government. This madness must end. President Trump and Republicans are calling on Democrats to reopen the government immediately on behalf of the American public. All we need are 5 Democrat senators to do the right thing and to stop this shutdown.
5 Democrat senators.
Call your Democrat senator and tell them to vote yes to reopen the government. On another matter, despite the Democrat shutdown, President Trump's efforts...
Another thing about this is, I get that we have had government shutdowns in the past. Like I said, this was around like 2011 when I was going through it. I experienced the government shutdown and all of that. But this right now, this is like not a good time for this at all. Not with the way the economy is, not with the current state of the United States of America. A government shutdown is the last thing we need, bro. Just to be honest.
To make America safe again continue. President Trump believes that American cities should be the safest places on earth, and he is committed to making this a reality. We've already seen that President Trump successfully made D.C. safe again in only a few weeks. That same crime crackdown will continue to happen in cities across the country and is happening in Portland, Oregon.
Let me check the score of this game real quick. Let's see, what was the score? Man, it's college basketball. Come on, dude. (42-3), Ohio State. Yeah, big dogs. The biggest. Buckeyes.
President Trump will end the radical left's reign of terror in Portland once and for all. The president has directed Secretary Hegseth to provide all necessary troops to protect war-ravaged Portland and any ICE facilities under siege from attack by Antifa and other left-wing domestic terrorists. What's been allowed to happen in Portland, and we saw disturbing video footage of this last night, this is not peaceful protesting, this is left-wing anarchy that has been destroying this great American city for years, leaving police officers battered, citizens terrorized, and business properties damaged. Since early June alone, Antifa terrorists have laid siege to the ICE field office in South Portland. These radical left-wing lunatics have violently breached the ICE facility by using a...
You know, just on this topic, this, you know, Antifa and all of this, is rioting and getting violent and all of that. You know, there's a lot of people that think that they're ready for some type of revolution or some type of I'm not even gonna say revolution, just like a civil war, or we got people even talking about a race war, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all like this, dude. Most of y'all are not ready. Most people are not ready to deal with that. I don't know if y'all think it's gonna last 2 days or something. Like, do you realize how long a war on our soil would last? A domestic war between us. Nobody's coming to save anybody. No other country's gonna come stop it or anything, bro. Like, y'all pushing this rhetoric of civil war and all of this, and nobody's even prepared for it. Most people are not prepared for that. Like, nobody has cellars and underground bunkers with a bunch of food, water, and, you know, weapons and all that. Like most people don't have that, bro. Like, people are gonna be getting wiped out like that. Like, I don't know why people pushing this rhetoric, bro. Like it's unhealthy, it's sad, it's evil. Like, all of this trying to get violent over politics and all of that. Like, y'all gotta chill out, bro. Because, like I said, nobody's ready for real.
Stop sign as a battering ram hurled explosives and other projectiles at law enforcement, repeatedly assault and dox officers, berate their law-abiding neighbors, and have even rolled out a guillotine in front of the ICE facility. And more people should be reporting on that. President Trump has sent federal law enforcement to protect federal assets and arrest those fueling this violence. Just last night, we saw an extremely troubling incident where conservative journalist Nick Sorter was captured on video being taken into custody by the Portland police after he was ambushed by Antifa and was defending himself from these assaults. But instead of arresting these violent mob members night after night after night who are ravaging this community, the police arrested a journalist who was there trying to document the chaos, and everyone in this room should be extremely concerned about that. The Department of Justice spoke with that journalist this morning, and they will be launching a full investigation into his arrest. This incident is part of a troubling trend in Portland where left-wing mobs believe they get to decide who can visit and live in their city. It is not their city. It is the American people's city, and President Trump is going to restore that. I just spoke with the president.
It sounds like it's getting pretty wild out there in Portland. I just saw another video probably a few days ago. Somebody was saying that they've been rioting, protesting and rioting since like 2020 out there, just like, and nothing's being done about it. But then people want to be upset about the current administration sending the National Guard into areas like this. I mean, nothing's being done about it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's being done about rioting. Nothing is being done about all the gang violence and you know what I'm saying, all the shootings and people being unalived in cities like Chicago and Washington D.C. and Memphis. It's like y'all upset that the National Guard is being sent in, you know, to help get it together and get it in order, but at the same time y'all upset that it's happening. Y'all don't want people being, you know, pew down in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want all of this going on. You know, all the drug trafficking and all of that. I don't know what I can say or not on here, so it is what it is. But y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all want all of this stuff to stop at the same time, but then when extra help is getting sent in, y'all got a problem with it. Like, I don't get it, man. I'm all for it. Send them in.
About this, and he has directed his team here at the White House to begin reviewing aid that can potentially be cut in Portland. We will not fund states that allow anarchy. There will also be an additional surge of federal resources to Portland immediately, including enhanced CBP and ICE resources. Law and order will prevail, and President Trump will make sure of it. With that, I'll take your questions, and we will begin today's briefing with our new media seat, Amanda Head from Just the News. Amanda, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Karoline.
Okay, so I just wanted to hear what she said in the beginning. I think that was pretty good. She got straight to the point, like I said. That's why I rock with her. She's not standing for no BS. And, you know, it's like she was a perfect fit for this administration. So yeah, that's all I got, man. I'm gonna come back to this though, and see what questions that they have to ask her and how she responds and all of that. But yeah, man. Let me know what y'all think. I know I'd have made a few videos. I haven't been doing this spiel at the end. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think and all that. But for sure, man, let me know what y'all think about, you know, the current political climate, the political landscape in our country, man, in the USA. Let me know what y'all think about this, you know, people acting like they want some type of civil war or race war or anything like that, bro. Like we don't need that. We've came too far for stuff like that to ever have to happen again. You know what I'm saying? Over here on our soil. I just feel like there's still a lot of more growth, a lot of more, you know, healing and a lot of changes that need to be made. And we got to stop looking at all change stop looking at change like it's a bad thing. Change equals growth, bro. As long as the change is in the positive direction for the country. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's all I got. I'll be back at y'all in a minute, man. D Hartfield TV, I'm out.